Alright, so for this week's burger, I went to the farmer's market on Saturday and I really wasn't sure what I was going to do for the burger. And at the Planet Forward stand, I saw a few different varieties of radish and I put my eye on these French breakfast radishes. I have been using onions or shallots for the base of my burger these past few weeks, but now we're starting to see local green onions at the market. So this is going to be our pungent, oniony, garlicky flavor that's going to go in the base of our burger this week. A few weeks ago, I used some cranberry sauce in my Christmas lima bean burger, and I was just amazed at the flavors that came out of that. So I wanted to try some more fruit this week in the burger. So I decided to go with these dried plums that I found. You know, it's really nice to find dried fruit at the market. Farmers sometimes have excess harvest and they'll just use the natural sun energy to dry those out and preserve for the cold season so we can use these flavors year round. So I rehydrated these plums in some Meyer lemon, some water with cinnamon and vanilla, and I made some plum puree that we're gonna put in the burger. So it tastes delicious by itself. I really just want to eat it on toast, but we're gonna see how that goes in the burger. And last but certainly not least are sunchokes. So sunchokes, also known as Jerusalem artichokes, are kind of potato-like. They taste delicious raw. They're super crunchy, but when you bake them or saute them or even fry them or steam them, they come out with really interesting flavor and texture. I wanted to utilize white beans in this week's burger just because I think they have a mild flavor and I really wanted to highlight the bold taste of the radish and the plum. So I cooked these Texas cream peas that I got from Gunnerman Acres. So after I food process these just a little bit, we can start making our burger. I've pulsed up my Texas cream peas. If you don't have cream peas, you can use other white beans like navy beans or cannellini beans, any other white beans you can find. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my radish, my green onion that I sauteed with just a little bit of olive oil and salt. I'm gonna add a big dollop of this plum puree. It's nice and thick. Then I'm gonna season with some basil, thyme. White beans just go really good with those nice aromatic herbs. So basil, thyme, sage, rosemary, and some garlic powder, and pepper, and just a touch of salt. Now I'll mix it up before I add in my Harvest Grain Mills rice flour. So for my first taste, it's a little more garlic, a touch more plum. It's really good. I bet you could do this with chickpeas too, and it would come out well. I made a radish aioli, so I still wanted that radish taste and texture raw on the burger, so I cut that up real nice and put it in some veganaise, lemon, and garlic. And I'm gonna use some Dijon mustard by Revival Provisions, this John de Baptist mustard that I really love. Get a sear on the first side. And while that starts, I'm going to fry these sunchokes. So I sliced them in the mandolin to get even slices. I'm just gonna drop them in some hot oil and just let them get nice and crispy. Go ahead and get a flip. They smell great. I can already smell the pear cooking, or the plum cooking. I'm gonna leave this other one because I wanted that a little darker. Let's see this crunch on batch number 1 of fried sunchokes. Now that I seared on both sides, I'm just gonna put these in the oven since they're so thick on 400 for about 5 minutes on each side. Okay, so for assembly and taste test, I've toasted my slow dough pretzel buns. I have some radish aioli that I'll start with on the bottom. I have some Planet Forward spicy mix. I see some mustard in there, and just some other spicy greens. These baby greens just taste a little bit stronger than the adult form, so I'm gonna get a big punch of flavor with that. Next I'll place down my patties, So that is our white bean radish patty. Now I'll put down these crunchy Sunchoke chips. I'm gonna put a little bit more spicy mix on top. I got some big pieces, so I'll just tear these up. And for the top bun, I'll add some of this Revival Provisions Dijon mustard, Jean de Baptiste. Okay, now we have burgers for two. Ooh, it looks yummy. What do y'all think? Those chips, those greens, the aioli mustard, the patty looks like it all has a lot of flavor. So I'm gonna get some pictures, cut these in half, and then go for the taste test. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste this. Got some nice pictures, got a nice cut in half. You can see, oh, the mustard smells good. The greens look good. The patty looks nice and firm. And I already tell these chips are gonna have a nice crunch. All right. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. The patty tastes super good. I can actually taste that plum a little bit throughout the patty, and I really like that flavor along with everything else. The spicy greens and the mustard complement each other super well, so there's a little bit of spiciness from our toppings. And I like the crunch. Of course, I really like the crunch on the Sunchokes and on the radish and the aioli. Nothing's too overpowering. You can really taste flavors all throughout. And this is a delicious, successful week of Christmas burger. So I want to thank the farmers for providing ingredients for this. We got some Planet Forward stuff. We got some Gunderman. We have some Houston regional growers. We have some Harvest Grain Mills. So thank you all for providing delicious local ingredients. And I just want to thank everybody for watching and hope you tune in next time. Peace.